So there I was, being a run-of-the-mill simpleton, not even able to beat the Elite Four in my first region, and my own Pokemon looking at me in disgust for being a broke boy soy boy toy. I had to do something. I had to become the master of an element before they can accept me as their master. So I went to the Safari Zone, paid a measly 500 pokeyen to enter, and using my old rod and crappy bait, I started baiting Magikarp. And I was catching Magikarp after Magikarp after Magikarp. I was becoming a true master baiter.
Oh, brother!
I did this every day for more than a week, listing the Magikarps on the market, but I didn't claim any of the sales since I wanted to claim all of them at once for a nice looking big payday. And the results will shock you to the core. And I will let you in on a secret tip as well. But before we get to all of that, let me tell you all the details and specifics and all that I learned by doing this so you yourself can become a master baiter.
This guy stinks!
This money-making method is extremely cheap and extremely easy. The only cost for it is the 500 pokeyen you pay to enter the Safari Zone and the brain cells you will lose while doing it. You get 30 Safari balls, and you will catch 30 Magikarp with those balls, because if you throw a rock at the Magikarp and they don't flee, it's a 100% chance that they stay in the ball. What you're looking for though is only male Magikarp, because those are the ones that actually sell. You also want to use some passive abilities that Pokemon have. At the start, I was using a Pokemon with the Cute Charm ability so that I get 15% more male encounters, since you only want males. And you'd think, since there are only male and female Magikarps, it's a 50-50 chance, like a coin flip, that you encounter either a male or a female. But apparently, Pokemon have female to male ratios where it's not quite 50-50. And I don't know what the female to male ratio for Magikarp is, but from my experience, when I throw the bait into the water, this is what it sees.
Oh my God!
You got to do something on the side while fishing for Magikarp, or you will lose your mind after getting 10 females in a row, and then finally a male that runs away after you smack it in the head with a rock. Anyway, I ended up using a Pokemon with Synchronized passive with Adamant Nature. That way there's a 20% chance that the Magikarp will be adamant, and those go for way more on the market. Time wise, it takes anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes until you use all 30 Safari balls, and I would get on average 5 1x31 Magikarp and 1 2x31 every 2 or 3 rounds. But this is on average. Sometimes it's right on the dot, and sometimes you get way more or way less. So at first, I thought, okay, that's like 5 or 6 useful carps I can sell on the market, and the rest is trash. And I would just release all the other carps. But that was
Cash in the trash.
While streaming, someone offered to buy carp boxes from me for 60k pokeyen. That means one full inventory box of useless carps, which is 60 of them. So basically, I get 1k per carp even if they are truly beta males. And that's a lot of extra money, which helped me with paying the listing fees for the other carps without claiming anything from the market. Then I used the rest to buy cosmetics, so I'd always be broke, and when I do claim the money from the market, I get to see its true power. And before we get to that, let's talk about what price to list the fish as well. Now, I'm still new to the game and the market, so I definitely made a lot of mistakes, but the way to go about it is basically open the market, go to advanced settings, select egg group dragon, gender male, you put in whichever nature your fish is and 31 to whichever stat it has at 31. Search and look by increasing price so you see what's the cheapest on the market. And you can sell it at that price or cheaper if you want it to sell faster. Some will go for 3,500 and others can go for 25,000 for 1x31, depending on which IV is 31 and nature and so on. The speed IV adamant natures go for the highest price, being above 20k per fish. That's why I started using synchronized as well. You also want to pay attention to the other IVs even if they are in 31, because if they are above 25, and especially if multiple are above 25, it can go for way more. But you can look through the market and will learn over time as well. But on average, you can make anywhere from 80 to 150,000 per hour doing this. But let me give you a secret tip as well. If you really want to make a shit ton of money doing this, just catch a secret shiny Magikarp in the Safari Zone with adamant nature that goes for like 90 million on the market according to someone in chat. Yeah, so that's what I did. I caught a secret shiny Magikarp while doing this. From rocks, definitely. They do flee sometimes. Damn. Let's go. Alright, a shiny in the Safari Zone. Is this secret shiny? That's better, right? But who cares about that? Let's see the results. So after a week and a half of doing it every day for a bit, I claimed everything from the market. And ended up with 3.5 million. It's not too bad. It's easy, simple money. And if you add all the money from the magic card boxes sold as well, that's some extra millions. So all in all, solid method. And there's one more step to complete my journey. Getting dripped out to the max. I purchased Big Dick Energy Wings so that everyone can see that I am a true master baiter.